This little lesson is looking at vertical and horizontal graphs. So in this instance, the actual two graphs, as you can see here, the blue and the red line, they're either parallel with the y-axis or parallel with the x-axis. So rather than going off on a bit of an angle, being positive or negative, they're what we refer to in terms of gradients as either being zero or undefined. So if we look at the red line being the horizontal one here in this instance, the gradient of this one is actually zero. Rather than being a positive or a negative number, we give it an answer of zero. In terms of an equation form, it's very, very simple in terms of it's just y equals whatever number it crosses on the y-axis. So if we look at the equation over this one and this particular graph, we can see that it's going through the number 2 there on the y-axis. So the actual equation is simply y equals 2. There's no x, there's no plus or minus or anything else, it's simply just that. If we then look at the vertical lines, where we can see in this instance the vertical line, what we say is the gradient is undefined. It doesn't actually have a gradient as such. And the equation though still exists, but it is written as x equals whatever number it crosses on the x-axis. So the example over here, we can see that it's crossing through -3 here on the x-axis. So the equation for that particular line is simply x equals -3. Here's an example of what we need to do. We've been asked to sketch the following graphs. We can see the first one they want us to sketch is a y equals -2. So what it's saying is we look on the y-axis, -2 happens to be down there, and we simply get our ruler and we go straight across as accurate as possible. That's not really that close, but you can see what I mean. And we write next to it y equals -2. It should be parallel with that x-axis there. Second one, number 2, it says that x is equal to 4. So again, this time we can see that it's going to go through +4 on the x-axis, which is just near there, and my graph will look like so. Actually, I'll do that with a ruler so that it looks a little bit neater, like so. And again, I should have labelled the points, so I will label that point as 4 and 0. The equation becomes x equals 4. Going back to my horizontal line, I could label that as 0 and -2 as the point, and we know that it's y equals -2. So sketching of graphs that are horizontal or parallel, horizontal or vertical, is simply either y equals something or x equals something. That is the last topic within this chapter, and it's exercise 5.8. Good luck with that one, and we'll speak to you soon.